All right, hello, welcome back to beekeeping at Sentinel Pines. We got a busy day today. You might hear Olivia in the background, she's doing some stuff. We got a busy day today. We're gonna put a new brood box. You can't really see it, but it's down here. We're gonna put a new brood box on because they're already filling up this last one from last time. And we're gonna test for mites because it's almost July and I might as well just test now when I'm out here. So yeah, so we've done all of this before, so there's really nothing new to teach you about that. But I did learn that I need to stop giving them syrup. So you can see there's no syrup in there and I'm not giving them any more. So apparently that can lead to fermentation of your honey. So you should really only give it to them when they need it. What's that, honey?
I like meat.
Nah, it's not really quite what it does. Maybe says she likes mead, but it's not really what it'll do. So, I mean, look at how many bees we have walking around up there. There's so many stinking bees. Bees all over this. And bees just everywhere. Okay, I think the first, oh, you know what? I didn't even smoke them to start. The first thing we're gonna do is we're going to test for the mites because we need to grab a brood frame anyways to put up top. So I'm just gonna test for mites on a brood frame. So we'll do what we normally do. We'll check all the hive or all the frames and all that stuff. Here we go. I think what I like to do now is I like to separate this first one and then pull the rest of these as best I can away, but they are sticky now. They're getting lots of propolis. So I might not be able to do that quite as easily. Okay, first frame. Probably not going to have really anything going on it. Bees. Oh, jeez. Bees, but not really working it at all. They're on it. They're getting ready to work it. But that'll be a while from now. Oh, another thing we're going to do is I asked about that drone comb. We can scrape that off, so I'm going to scrape that off today. And I've been told that you can just feed it to them, which is interesting. So I'm going to try to keep my feet a little more controlled today. Nothing going on frame 2. They're drawing some comb out on it, but that's about it. I'll move that smoker. Getting a little bit of smoke. Here, slow around a little bit. I know, I almost dropped that frame. It's never happened. That made you guys kind of pissy. So I think the frame we'll test will likely come from here. This one they're working more. This one has some capped nectar and some eggs. Really not much anything else. I'll still show it to you guys just so that I get the screenshots later. So there you go. We should kind of be looking for her, I suppose, because we are testing today. It's kind of hot today. Wearing this suit is extra hot. Don't see her on this one. So that was frame 3. My neighbors on their motorcycle. So like this one, I think we could take them because there's capped brood on this. There's honey on this, or nectar, I guess, capped nectar. And I'll show it to you guys in a minute. I'm just looking for old Regina. See some big drones walking around, but I don't see her. So on this, the interior side, you can see there's capped brood. On the exterior side, there's fresh brood. So these fresh brood frames are the ones that you're likely going to see her on, because yeah, she's laying on or near that frame. But I definitely see some big drones walking around, just no reason. So we'll continue on until we find her. But that could be a good frame. That could be a good frame, but the next frame is probably even better for taking for a test. And I've been told now by multiple mentors that the powdered sugar method is not reliable and that I should stick with it. So I bought some, we'll be buying me some windshield wiper fluid, because that can be used too. Scrape some excess stuff off there. I hate sticky texture. It's like my least favorite thing in the world. And that's all beekeeping is just sticky textures everywhere. Okay, this is looking like the best one to collect the sample from. I don't see her in this right now, but that doesn't mean that she's not here. But this one looks like it is the best choice. Lots of capped brood on this one. So I like this frame for the purposes of testing. But again, I don't see her, so I'm not confident to shake this into the bucket yet. So I'm going to go into the next one. So that is frame 5. So another tidbit of knowledge can I share with you guys about bees? So what's interesting about bees is people think that the worker bee gets a job and keeps that job her whole life, and that's not true. She goes through different jobs throughout her age. This could be another big thing, but I'm hoping that we find Regina on this one. So the way it works is when she hatches from her egg, or from her cell, she first becomes a nursery bee. She's already there. She's already in the nursery. So she takes care of other new bees and the cells that they're going to go into. I don't remember all of the stages, you know, like when they happen and how they happen, but after that, then like she'll become like maybe a guard bee or they call them the mortician. They're really just kind of like the cleaning crew. They clean everything, which includes removing dead bees from the hive. That's why they get the name mortician. Okay, so she is also not on this one. Or at least I didn't see her. So there'll be guard bees, they'll guard the entrance. Those are the cutest ones, I think. They take on this really cute, adorable guard stance. She'll be a mortician. She'll be an attendant, meaning that she'll take care of the queen. she'll be a, eventually they end their lives being, oh, I'm not really showing the camera these frames. Oh, there she is. Okay, so we have found Regina. I'll show you where she is. She's up in upper right, I just lost her now. Right, she's in the middle of the frame there. You can probably see her there. Okay, so she's on this one. So I'm gonna put this one back very carefully, and I'm gonna go back to frame. It was 5 that we liked the most. Make sure she stays on it. There she is. Okay. I mean, I can't really make sure she stays on it, but the odds of her getting to the next, getting back to that one in this time are pretty low. So what we'll do is we'll do that right away. We're going to go right back to 5. We're going to take 5 off. We're going to shake it, and then while we let the sample sit, we will go back and just double check that she stays on 7. Okay, so if you remember how we do this, I have to shake this into this bucket. So here's our bucket. Okay, I'm gonna uncap this, get this ready, like so. Half cup of bees equals about 300 bees. And I literally just scoop them up into this, scoop them into here, drop this down in here, and yeah, I'm losing a bunch, but it's still pretty good. All right, thank you for your sacrifice, ladies. A minute of shaking. So yeah, so they go through all these different phases of life, and they end as a forager. And they will forage until they die. And the forager usually dies because her wings deteriorate. That's why it's the last thing they do. Okay, that's probably good. So now we'll let that settle for a couple of minutes as we finish checking this frame out. So actually, 5 and 6 are the ones that we used before. 7 looked pretty good, and she's laying on 7, so that could be the one that we take up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was the one she was on, so let's just to be safe, let's just see that she's still on it. And I mean, she's cooking, like she's moving all over the place, so it's very possible that she was there and now she's not. She's moved on to another frame, but that's what makes it kind of nerve-wracking. I don't think she could have moved that quickly though. So, check the other side. I'm not seeing her on this one anymore, but this one would be a good one to take up. There's lots of brood on this one, so why don't we just do that right away here. Take out one of these. Put this one in. Just get you out of the way. see if she's on this one. This will probably be the last one that we take out. And I can see they're working 9, but it's just getting drawn. I really just want to find her again. This is always, testing for mites is like my least favorite thing. It's the best thing for your hive though. To do, it's the best maintenance thing to do. But it's my least favorite thing to do. There she is. So I'll show you guys her again. She's on here. Try to find her for you. She's right there. So we good. We safe. We safe. Okay. So 4 could be good to take up 2. I don't want to take up the 2 that I brought up here originally, even though they're working. Or, you know, even though they're making more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But it's a nice hot day here today, like I said. So wearing this suit is great. Okay. Let's also take 4 up with us. So I put these 2 frames back in here after we collect 4. We'll move them to the outside with the trailer park girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll take a peek at the mite check, see what we can see. Yeah, this is a real good one to take up with us. Perfect. So we'll have 3 boxes at the end of the day, which is insane. That's insane. I mean, I don't think it's abnormal, you know, like I don't think it's like I'm particularly good at this already. I think most beekeepers probably get to this level not very shortly after they start. It's just surprising to me. That's all. It's just surprising to me. So, okay. Fresh frames. Drop that in. Tights. And then we'll just look at the bottom box because they say that you should. So, yeah. It's fun to find Regina again. Okay, so take this one off. I suppose I could set it on top of this one, but I think I'll do what I normally do. Just go like that. All right. These bees likely hang in, but I'm gonna dump them out here. All right. They're still a little moist, so that's good. And we'll start to crack back in. So I'm curious to see how much of this bottom box is starting to get filled out. And what's getting in it. So this is pollen and nectar in box 1, frame 1. This side doesn't really have anything going, but bees are on it. So they're probably getting ready to drop home out. because there are bees everywhere down here. Like on the hive body. On the frames, on the walls, just everywhere. Okay, and now another thing I wanted to share is some of you are interested in getting bees yourselves, but you're like, but I live in town. My beekeeper president or whatever, he says that's not a problem. You can go ahead and get bees in town. He says he has customers in, because he sells a lot of equipment, in De Pere, downtown. Yep, all right, some nectar, some pollen, some brood. Yeah, quite a bit of brood actually. So she's coming back down and working this as well. Eventually this bottom box becomes the brood box, or at least that's what I'm told. So they're kind of getting after me today. Not too bad, but... Oh, I said I was going to look at that mite test. But that was already frame 2, and it's now getting worked quite a bit. Remember, we're going to scrape off those drone comb. This one is looking like a pro comb. Look at this. They have made a few things in here. I think this was at one point brood. They have switched it over into pollen and nectar, and they've cleaned out all those combs. I mean, it is looking professional. They have filled this frame. Really getting after it. This will probably be a bit more time. I'm getting text messages again. You guys know how much I love getting text messages during this. It's my own fault. I was texting my sister-in-law just before starting. Okay, so this is one where we're going to take some drone comb off. Give you a quick look-ski at it. These were from my hive, or my club president's hives that he gave to me. So, here we go. We're going to just scrape these off. Set this on here like so. And these things, they just make life for me a little harder. So don't worry, that oozy stuff that's coming out, that's just larvae that are drone larvae that I'm, yes, destroying. But what I've been told is that they become food for the hive. So I can give them to the hive, and the hive will still benefit from them. It is a bit cannibalistic, but they're insects, people. They're insects. That one's looking good. Okay, so we'll just leave that stuff down there. I will pick it up and put it back in a moment. And we're all done here. Okay. There we go, that frame's back on. There's my tool. This one has a ton of the comb that we're going to scrape off. This one is bad. I'm going to make extra room here, just for a second. I am getting so wetty. It's a good thing I brought some water out. So I'll give you guys a look. I'm supposed to like look in on these drone combs the ones that are opened up, and see if I can spot any mites. Because, yeah, you should be able to spot them. Massive. So, there's the hive. Or there's the frame. My neighbor's talking to Lippy. So you saw me look out there. But yeah, look at all this stuff. Just tons of eggs. And yeah, it just makes it tricky to get this in and out without just like destroying a bunch of them. Plus, I can save all that comb, and that's literally beeswax. So I will save it, melt it down, and then on new frames, it's really good to paint that wax onto the new frame, like frame you just purchased, because it will help the bees. Like I put sugar syrup on those frames when I bought them. That will encourage them to draw out comb, but wax on it is like, they're like, oh, we know exactly what this is for, and they'll get going on it much faster. So yes, I am, essentially killing some bees here, but it's all for the hive, and so the bees would understand. They know that it's better for the hive, and that well, they don't know. If they did know, they would say, yeah, dude, the hive is where it's at. It's what it's for. So, a bit gross. They're kind of gooey. But it is what it is. So that one's looking pretty clean. Alright, cool story, bro. He's back. Thank you for your sacrifice. Oh, so much easier. So much easier. Oh, I loved that. That was great. So much easier. Okay, I'm going to just move these things out of my way because they do have live bees on them, and I don't want to step on them if I can help it. I don't really know where I'll put that. I don't have a feeding shim, so all this comb and stuff. I'll probably just, I don't know, put it on top here and then put the new box on, and it should be okay, right? Okay, so we were checking frames before the scraping. So I'm not smoking again to get but you can see, you can just see it, how there's bees literally everywhere. These are all over me. These are all over these frames that I'm showing you. These are all over the entry. These are everywhere. It's just, there's like literally millions of bees. Okay? Millions of them. Okay, so this one's looking pretty good. Mostly comb, or brood. This side is also mostly brood. Some nectar and pollen surrounding. So I'll give you guys a quick look. This video is getting kind of long. I'm gonna start posting these on the YouTube today. Well, maybe not today. We're busy today. After our morning choring here, Libby's going to Summerfest today with her friend Katie. They're going to go see Megan the Stallion. I'm super excited for her. She's a huge fan. This will be the last frame we take out anyways. So being mindful of the girls on the ground. Here you go. There's not much going on this one. They are starting to draw comb and put some nectar, some pollen. And no brood. I don't see any brood in this one. No eggs. So, yeah, that'll be the last frame that we remove. So we're going to put everything back. We're going to put the new box on. And then we'll look at the mite test. See how that did. So, smoke everybody again. Just so we can line up the frames without risking too many casualties here. Come on. Put a little less fuel in this one today. I only put pine needles in. Normally I put pine needles and bark and everything, but then I end up not using all of it, and I have to, you know, like empty the cache. There we go. Now we can see. Alrighty. Let's do it this way. Just because there's less bees on these frames. Sorry. Come on, girls, get out of the way. Okay, and now we just shift the whole shit. Towards the center. It's looking pretty good. Alright. Okay. We won't forget our strips this time. And we'll put some comb on this one. Like right there. There. Okay. Now this was box 2. So let's smoke this off a little bit more. Okay. Box coming back as quickly as I can. Okay, and now box 3. Those combs below are causing some of these to pop up a little bit. There we go. Okay, put some comb on this one too. Again, I guess they will clean these up and eat up the stuff that's in there, and then when it's all cleaned out, I'll take them out, probably the next visit. Okay. I just want to see and make sure that Regina didn't come off and is over here. I wouldn't think she would do that. That's not really something they would want to do. Queens, that is. Okay, and the next one. Square it up a little bit. That looks okay. Not great, but okay. Alright, we're just about done setting the hive back together, and then I'll check those mites, and then we'll be done. And probably the longest video of the day, but we had a lot to do today. Lots to do today. right, there you have it. Now a triple decker hive. I'm just putting this on here as a lid. And we'll check the sample. And once again, I don't think I see anything. I mean, I don't really know, to be honest, exactly what I'm looking for. But I've been told they're little black dots. So maybe I'll look online, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything again. So anyways, that's another day keeping bees at Sentinel Pines. Thanks for watching. Make sure you smack that subscribe button, lick that like button, and hit me up in the comments. See ya.